doors are open at the Deanie Smith Center for another season of Carolina basketball. The fans greeting their Tar Heels, who tonight welcome in Winston-Salem State for the final preseason tune-up before the real thing next week. Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us tonight. He's the former Tar Heel big man, Joel James. My name is Matt Krause. Well, Joel, we can smell the popcorn. We can feel the excitement. A new season's upon us.
It is awesome, man.
A lot of the excitement in Chapel Hill this year is because of Caleb Wilson, and the talented freshman had a debut to remember Friday against BYU. Left side of your screen there is the familiar face, Seth Trimble, fourth-year senior, a throwback player in that regard. He has steadily improved year over year in Chapel Hill. Low shot clock for Bryants. Bryants with 1 second, jumps over Trimble, catches rim. Wilson rips down the rebounds. Wilson against three Rams, lays it in. Passes out of the double, good ball movement, tees up a corner three. Powell strokes it home.
There aren't any underdogs in any coach's mind. They're trying to win the game.
Trimble with the steal, flip ahead, Wilson, and one! Uses the screen and Trimble blocks it away.
I think he's a fantastic way to describe that one, I tell you what.
3-on-2, Wilson bobbles through traffic, but keeps it. Wilson down and flushes.
At first you don't succeed, try again.
Wilson, a bobble in the lane, a double team arrives, goes up anyway, scores it and will go to the stripe. Caleb Wilson muscles it home.
Position yet either.
That's a big man three. Went to the ACC championship game, reached the Sweet 16, and then the next year, literally the last team in the field of 65. Here goes the highlight. There's the 20-point lead.
There it is, right there.
For the first time since 2005-2006, the Tar Heels do not return a single player who started at least half of the games the year prior. And as a result, there is a lot of production to make up for into this season.
So I view that as two good or bad things. So it's good as in it's opportunity for guys to come in and stake a claim of who they are and what they want to do on the court and help Coach Davis win games. And also the bad thing is just like, man, that's a lot of shoes to fill, as you say. RJ Davis is not running through that tunnel. Armando Boycott is not running through that tunnel. Guys are going to have to figure it out and grow and gel as grow and gel as players, as a team on the court throughout the year to be successful.
Yeah, when Carolina plays Central Arkansas on Monday in the regular season opener, it'll be the first time since they played Syracuse in March of 2020, the night the NBA shut down to start the pandemic, that Carolina will play a game that counts without RJ Davis. That was a long time ago.
That is a long time ago. It seems like eons ago. But man, 2020, man, don't mention that day. That was a crazy time.
Isaiah Ray with the corner three for Winston-Salem State, and the Rams are suddenly within 5. Tar Heels led this game by 13. Winston-Salem State outscored them over that last stretch. A missed three by Dixon. Wilson fights for the offensive board.
Pretty much skies to the board by himself all the way up there.
Dixon slips it inside. Wilson faces from 15 and gets it.
Great high post flash by Wilson. He knew what to do with it when he got in there. Took his time, executed, followed through, made the shot.
Wilson is 4 of 7 from the floor. The rest of the Tar Heel team is 5 of 16.
Yeah, he seems like the only one that has it going. The rest of the guys need to do better getting out in transition and setting screens for each other to get easier looks.
What about in the half court? What does Carolina need to do to get things going there?
Well, I think it's simple. I think right now their execution is kind of poor, and ultimately it falls down to setting better screens and also making better passes. A lot of their passes are coming, they're not pocket passes. So what I mean by pocket passes is as the ball is coming to your teammate, it's out of his shooting pocket. So all of their shots are kind of like bobbled and rushed. And so they need to make better passes to each other and also need to screen better for each other to get open.
That's a point of emphasis for the Tar Heels coming off the game Friday against BYU. Contested elbow jumper well short and stuck back in from underneath by Ingram, cleaning up the mess. Sophomore from Roanoke Rapids in the northeast corner of the state.
Yeah, and as you know, basketball is a game of momentum. Right now, it seems like Winston-Salem State has all the momentum on their side. Seems like they're getting a lot of 50-50 balls and loose balls that just keep falling to them.
And despite all that, Caleb Wilson's into double figures with 11 points and a chance to make it 12.
Yeah, he's trying to fight his way to keep the Tar Heels alive and afloat right now. He's doing all he can on the offensive end. Wow, great offensive rebound and using his strength to make that and one play happen.
11.6 rebounds already for the highly touted number 5 recruits in the class of 2025. Caleb Wilson coming off the 22 and 10 that he had Friday night in Salt Lake. Carolina substitution, Zayden High comes in. Sophomore from San Antonio, who played with the team 2 seasons ago. And last year was not enrolled in school, but back on the active roster this year.
Yes, sir. He's back and ready to make an impact. Zayden has had fantastic practices so far this year. He's really shooting the ball well, and so I look for him to be a stretch 4 or 5 option for Coach Davis.
High and Brown improving enough to complement Vesar and give him a rest will be so important for this team.
And you said it right. You hit it right on the head right there, Matt. I think that is a key thing that needs to happen, because as you see, Vesar has to play a boatload of these minutes at the 5 spot, and so he has to have someone back him up once he steps out of the game. And those 2 guys have to figure out a way to utilize whatever skills they have and use all the effort they can to help Carolina stay afloat when Vesar is on the floor. I'm sorry, off the floor.
Because otherwise, you may have to go to some small ball lineups, and you're almost undoing the progress you made in the offseason to get bigger across the board.
Yes, but in saying that, in small ball, playing small ball with Zayden, he has the ability to stretch the floor so well that ultimately I think he can make up for that, because he can make enough threes to counteract the point that you are small on the floor.
Trimble a strong take. Seth Trimble to the line on the flip side. Winston-Salem State hanging around with the Tar Heels.